Hello, my name's Liz. This is my Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. We're here at Ostagar, and this is part 6. This is full of spoilers. If you don't want to have spoilers, don't watch. Okay, so we're going to look around Ostagar. This, of course, is the fortress where the Tevinters held off, I think it's the armies of the Free Marches, but oh, I don't know. Part of the history. Can look it up later. I'm sure it'll come up. It's fallen into ruin, and we're using it now as a staging area to fight the Darkspawn. So I'm just gonna look around. Duncan has told me there's a couple of recruits he wants me to find. And, you know, in all of my playthroughs, I do not think I've ever seen one of them, so I'm gonna try to find both of them. I know I can find one. I know exactly where it is, but I'm not sure about the other one. Right now, we're just gonna walk around the battlements. Soldiers don't say much when you talk to them.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
That's basically what they all say. You can see everything in the distance. It kind of reminds me... Oh, there's the Kokari Wilds, actually. Look at this. This is what we're gonna go look at later. The Kokari Wilds. You can see there's little domes in the forest. That's neat. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay. I see some elf fruit over there. I'm gonna grab it. Elf fruit is a potion ingredient, very important to have in all Dragon Age games. Actually, I'm not quite sure about the second one so much, but certainly the first one and the third one. Oh! Hold on. Let's give me an acolyte staff.
It shall be done.
So I have downloaded a mod that allows me to open chests. The mod makes it so sometimes if you smash open the chest, then you don't get the item because smashing it will destroy the item. That's fine. It's a bit silly, but it kind of makes sense. They want you to have different types of characters in your party. They want you to have a rogue character in your party. And sometimes, especially in this beginning bit, you don't have a rogue character in your party. So it's best to find a way to open these chests yourself. Otherwise, you may miss out on some stuff. Talk to this soldier here.
Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Terran worries that may not be enough.
So let's look at the map. What I've done is I've just come on through here, down here, over here, and up, and I'm talking to him now. Trying to find that other recruit. It's really odd, I've never seen him in any of my playthroughs. He's gonna tell me I can't go through there.
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now.
What is the Tower of Ishal?
I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest.
Why is the tower off limits?
By orders of Terran Loghain. The tower is being secured by his men to be used during battle. I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out.
Lower chambers?
I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows?
This is a pretty large ruin.
Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing.
I should go.
Make us speed your steps.
Commander Shepard, I should go. I like not having a voiced protagonist. I really feel like I can roleplay way more effectively. I liked Commander Shepard, but Commander Shepard wasn't me. If you know what I mean. I wasn't able to have any sort of input on the character other than making her either a good person or a bad person. Okay, so we've gone through here. That recruit isn't here. So now we're going to go to the other side of this bridge. That's the King's Highway. And then we've got Alistair over here. There's one side of the valley, and over here you can see more of the Kokari Wilds in the distance, and down there there's some fortifications being set up. I really think this setting is very interesting, very cool. I like the old building, and I like the perspective that you
Hail,
get.
you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
I am.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
I know where everything is. I know where Duncan's tent is, and Alistair. Let's hear about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
I know where to get supplies. I know where the king is. I know where the Circle of Magi. I heard the dog's barking.
Go on,
I don't
then.
think I need to ask him anything else. We're just gonna
Good
look
luck
at
to
all
you,
those
then.
places now. Ostagar. Okay, this will tell me what was built. Ancient Tevinter Imperium into the barbarian lands of the southeast, the fortress of Ostagar was once one of the most important defensive holdings south of the Waking Sea. It stood at the edge of the Kokari Wilds, watching for any sign of invasion by the barbarians known as the Chastened Wilders. Okay, it was the Chastened Wilders, not the Free Marchers. So that was their Tevinter. Tevinter and Orlais are both north of Ferelden, and they have both had various dealings with Ferelden.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
I have no idea what they're doing, but they're doing something. Okay, mage encampment right there. That sign is just to tell
We
me that.
stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
So that's a member of the Chantry. You can see that she's got the typical pink and well, mostly pink and gold uniform there. Why don't we talk to Wynne?
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
Yes, I know all about that.
Oh ho, you know all there is to know already, do you? Irving said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
Ken Kalian thinks the battle will go well.
The King must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
Do you know much about Darkspawn?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
Well, I don't think there is one. So, what does the Fade have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, Some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
We've talked about the Black City, but Darkspawn are just dream spirits? I don't think so. So, uh, let's say, are Darkspawn dream spirits? I don't think so.
Sadly, no.
Yeah.
They are kin to neither the gentle Fade spirits nor the malevolent demons.
Yeah.
Shamefully, they were once the souls of men. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
So I don't think this is actually true. What she says here, later on you'll hear that Darkspawn are empty vessels without souls. So I don't think that the Darkspawn are souls of men. The first Darkspawn were the Magister Lords that were transformed into Darkspawn when they went in the Golden City. I think that from them came the rest of the Darkspawn, but I don't know the connection between the first Darkspawn and the rest of the Darkspawn. And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Don't you have any proper advice? Ooh, I'm gonna ask that because I never have, so I'm gonna ask it.
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
I love Wynne, by the way. Wynne is probably my second favorite character in Dragon Age Origins. We don't have much to do with her at present. We'll just leave her alone. In the chest,
That course of
which I
action
can't open.
is inadvisable.
So here's Davith.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Hello, Davith.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
And what did you think I'd be?
Me? I was hoping for a comely lass with golden hair and terrible eyesight. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
I wonder... I can't remember what he says when you're a girl. If he says I was waiting for somebody who's blonde and pretty. What do you know about the ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. We'll see.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'm looking forward to it.
You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
So what he's talking about is the other recruit who's a knight, who I can never find. I was gonna cuss there. I try not to cuss in this playthrough. If I do, I apologize. Come on, man. Alright, chainmail, let's do it. I'll come back to the quartermaster when I go and raid all the other chests. Let's go talk to... Wait a minute. Did I see that? War Council, okay. Here's where the War Council sets up. At the moment, we've got some servants and a soldier.
Well met.
Who says well met. Let's get this chest.
It is begun.
And this large chipped ice crystal, which we will not be using for quite some time. You can see I have a quest marker up there, a mage, an Alistair. I'm going to do that at the last bit of this area. So let's go up here first. We have a knight. Jory!
In the name of
That's where
Andraste,
Jory
I
is.
bless you
Okay, this is
today.
the other
May
recruit.
you
We'll talk
find
to him.
favor in the Maker's eyes.
Greetings.
So let
You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I'm Dalen.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here?
I'm a mage, not a soldier.
I had heard mages join, but, well, I had not, that is...
He's a little prejudiced. I'm not gonna hurt you without reason. Tempted the cowering fool. Mages aren't that frightening.
Yes, I apologize. I have always found magic unnerving. I should be pleased that in this case it will be on our side. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Prejudiced against mages. Well, at least I got both of the recruits. I'm really happy with that, actually. I don't think I've ever done that before. I can't believe I overlooked Jory. He was standing right there. I think because I saw a crowd, I just read night, 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 and never actually talked to him. We've got a little bit of an infirmary here with the nurse, some soldiers. We have, that's where the quartermaster is. And we've got a prisoner here. Let's talk to him.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Why haven't they fed you? Where is...
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Well, that's ridiculous. Okay, you know what? It doesn't really matter why he's in there, because I'd feed him anyway.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
That's horrible. You need to feed prisoners.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
It seems a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Persuade. This is why I put all the points into persuade.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
There's something I want to ask him first.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
Why didn't they find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Blah. Okay, here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key.
Yuck.
Use it in good health, huh?
Thanks, dude, for that poo gift. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. See all the tents in the background? Here's where the main group of our forces are. So this little enclosure that we're in right now only has a bit of it. The guy at the gate, the other gate, said there were a lot of like 2 units showing up per day, and that's where they all go out there. This is just a suggestion.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Yeah, so we can't go down there, although I would really love to go explore. That's just, I think they were just limited in the amount of space that they could put in this area, so they decided to chop that off. If you go through there, there's the Korkari Wilds. It's not available to us right now. So I'm just
I shall
gonna
do it.
pick some elf fruit. See, I thought that Jory was this guy, because he
Welcome
says he's
to
a
the
knight,
King's camp, my lord.
but it isn't.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
Of course. What's the problem?
This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes as well as a great deal of pain. The animal's very ill. Put the muzzle on the dog. You have the option to kill him, but nah.
Well done.
He doesn't challenge you,
Now
and
I can treat the
afterward he
dog
whines
properly, poor
plaintively.
fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
That might be why.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red centre.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
There you go. So, there's the cleric, there's Wynn. We're back to where Jory, Davith, and Duncan are. I have not gone up here. I think they're there. Ooh, we haven't talked to the king or Loghain yet. Let's talk to Loghain.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Tairn Loghain. So Tairn Loghain, he'll tell you a little bit about it, but previous to this, I'd say about 30 years prior to this, the events of Dragon Age Origins, Ferelden was actually ruled by Orlais, who is a country to the north, along with Tevinter. When we get on the main map, I'll show you. And Orlais, the Orlesians, are the French. They all have French accents. So if you find a character that has a French accent, it's because they're from Orlais. Loghain was the right-hand man of Merrick, who was the previous king. And Loghain was the brains behind the rebellion, where the Fereldans retook their country. King Merrick ascended the throne with his queen, and then he had a child, who is King Kaelin, who is the king we met earlier. And Loghain, so therefore, is the father-in-law of the current king, and he is a hero in this time frame because he actually helped them retake their country. I'll ask him to tell me about Tairn, but that's basically what I said.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Tairn inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
And this is why I put all the options into Persuade. Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony.
The Tern speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tern Loghain tells him. Without the Tern, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Persuade. I would like an audience with a Tern, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
And this is Tern Loghain, the hero who helped the previous king take over Ferelden. I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed his majesty nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
A fascination you don't share?
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. The first enchanter spoke highly of you. A great achievement, for one so young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
So I'd like to interject here and say that the Grey Wardens are vital in the fight against the Darkspawn, and Loghain is full of it. I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
I'm tempted to say he seems like a fool to see what Loghain would say. Why don't I?
He is Marik's son, and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Ah. That's what he usually says. They don't change it for that. Okay, so we've got a King's Guard over here. See what he has to say.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now?
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Tern Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
No. Frankly, I don't.
That's how the Tern feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny the Tern called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
Do they fight often?
More than usual lately. Good thing the Tern's the only one who can speak to the king like that.
I should go.
As you wish.
I'll try not to do that all the time, but it is quite funny.
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Yeah, Darkspawn blood is poisonous. And this is a, that's a genlock, I think? Studded leather armor. Amazing. Okay, let's see. I think there's a little bit of dialogue over
This
here.
is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
Yep, we got a sack over here. Amazing.
I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads.
Everyone's praying
For there
because
is no
of the
darkness.
battle.
As you say.
Nor death in the Maker's light.
The leather gloves, a dagger. Fantastic. Elven messenger.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
What do you mean?
I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
Ooh. You know, I've never talked to this person before. Yeah, I do.
Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it.
Yes, you're supposed to give the sword to me. I've never seen this. But I'm gonna take the persuade option. Why not?
Oh, that's such a relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure. I'd best get back to my duties again before I get in more trouble.
Let's see the sword. Let's see the sword. Sorts by newest. Sir Garland's sword. I think that's pretty good, you know. I think that's better than the edge to attack 10 physical distance. Hmm. No, it's not. But that's dexterity walls. This is strength. Fab. Okay, I had no idea. I had no idea you could talk to that character. I learn something new every day. Okay. So going back.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlog. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
Yep, if you stick a sword in them, they die. Kinda comforting, really. Okay, I'm gonna go to Quartermaster now. I think I've got everything.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, stand here on the...
And then I will talk to Alistair. Oh, I can't open that yet. I'm gonna look at it and he's gonna tell you not to.
That course of action
Yeah.
is inadvisable.
So let's talk to the Quartermaster.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking the girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
I know he never accepts, but I always like to ask. What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let's see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay. So I have some simpler weapons I'm going to get rid of. They don't have anything exciting. I have these magic staffs and also these acolyte staffs I'm going to sell. This edge, you can see they've got 2 slots here. Those are for runes. We don't have ability to put runes on yet. And this sword right here is probably better than what some of my companions are carrying, so I'm going to keep it. I'm gonna get rid of this ice crystal because I don't need it at the minute. We don't need the chantry robe. I'm gonna keep the cowl. I don't think we'll need this. Chainmail. Probably not. That's not as good as what I've got. And neither is that. This downloadable stuff. I think I want to keep it. I'm just going to get rid of this armor, but I'm going to keep the gloves. I will keep all of this stuff because it might be helpful. Get rid of the private documents because those are just to sell. And also this blank vellum because we really can't do anything with that. Get rid of some cords as well. I need to buy the backpack. Absolutely, I do. And health poultice recipe, definitely. And this lesser injury kit recipe. We're going to buy some of these flat. Oh, we're going to buy the toxin extract for sure. All of it. All of it. And some of these flasks. Just about 10, I think. And all these elf fruit if I can. Yep. I think we're okay. So one of the things that I can do, I have an herbalism skill. I can make lesser health poultices, lesser lyrium potions, Mabari crunch. I need distillation. I need improved herbalism for the other ones, but for the moment I can make some health potions, but I do have a few already. And you can see here at this, I can pull over this quick bar and I can add stuff to it. So I'm going to add this greater health poultice here. And I already have, I think I've already got the lesser health poultice, do I? No, yes I do. Okay, so I'm going to have a regular health poultice. I'm just going to move that around so it's lesser, regular, and greater. And then I've got the 2 lyrium potions, and that should be enough for right now. And here, down here, are my skills that I can use. So, pretty good. Right, let's talk to Alistair. There's a chest up there as well. I think the cutscene.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Would that make your day worse?
Hardly. I just like to know my chances of being turned into a toad at any given moment. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from the Circle of Magi. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
Yeah, how could you recognize me?
Duncan sent word. He spoke quite highly of you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
What can you tell me about this joining? He's not going to tell me anything. So that might be a wasted question. I can't prepare on my own. Pleased to meet you. My name is Dalen. Let's get on with it then. Pleased to meet you. My name is Dalen.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was that about? I would like to know that because I'm not sure why a new Grey a new Grey Warden would be delivering a message from the Reverend Mother to a member of the Circle. It doesn't make sense.
With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter?
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Okay, what about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Yes, both of them.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Okay, so now we've got Alistair here. If I click on him, I think it just talks. Nope, nope. I go to Alistair. So let's see what he's got equipped. Ugh, I keep forgetting about this window to the bottom right. If you see that, just ignore it. He has a runic warrior token, a longsword. So let's see if that's Sir Garland's long. Yes, it is. Let's give him Sir Garland's longsword. Lovely. And that gives him an item set bonus? No, it doesn't, does it? No, it doesn't. What he's wearing a splint mail. And so when you get a maul splint mail, then he gets a little bit of a bonus. So I don't want to give him these studded leather gloves. Oh. I'll give him this helm. Looks so silly. But, you know, the mod I still will take that silliness away. Okay, he doesn't have a belt, so let's give him a belt that gives him a little bit more defense. This one gives him 1 armor and a little bit of fire and cold resistance, but that's not as important as defense. I only have one of these, it's fire resistance, so I'm just going to give it to him. And let's see what kind of sort of rings I can give him. +1 to all attributes, armor penetration, stamina regeneration, backstab damage. He doesn't backstab, so I'm not going to give him that. Fire resistance, cold resistance. You know what? This feral wolf charm is better, so I'm going to give him that. And I will give him for a ring +1 to all attributes. Wait. There we go. The ring of study gives him magic. I don't need to give that to him. Okay. So I think he's all kitted out for the some people don't like managing their characters like I do. I love it. That's part of the reasons why I love Dragon Age Origins as opposed to the other ones, really. Okay, we got some fire arrows and a Nova slow room. Oh, I lost them! See, that mod sometimes destroys them. Wait, did I lose them? Because it said I had them. No, I got them. Yay! Okay, wonderful. So now we can go... I don't think there's anything left in the camp, so I'm going to save this for now. I'm gonna go stand over by these soldiers and Davith and Jory and save it before I actually talk to Duncan. Oh, this raven is very interesting. This is a mod. I can respec at any time, and I can also unlock some specializations, but I won't do that now. I will bring this thing to a close. I'm gonna save it real quick. New save, and then I will be right back.